We're at the War Museum today, taking a look at some of all the stuff that we try to avoid seeing on our travels. A lot of rusty decay. It's all bad. There's some real scary relics in this place. And I would say to remind us all to be kind, and if you're watching this and you're in the army, maybe consider quitting. Isn't this just horrible? This is real, by the way. There's nothing fake here. Once upon a time, there were people inside these crazy machines shooting at other people. Don't ask me why, because I couldn't do it. Imagine being inside this machine in 40 degrees heat, driving, shaking, and people are shooting guns at you. This is the War Museum, and things have been collected here to show. I find it extremely sad to think about that even today, so many years later, there are people all over the world driving around in similar machines. Imagine back in the day crossing a river and scary things. They were set up with tripwire. And when you came driving, you might drive over one of these. You wouldn't really drive over it, because you would be in the middle of an explosion.
Ash falls like whispers on the ground.
Big guns.
1,000 voices, not a sound. The rivers cry, they bleed the truth. The past is old, but it steals the youth. Smile
It's very peaceful and tranquil to walk around here. Armored car can swim from 1962. Now let's listen to some music, because I'm not sure what to say in this video. It's a bit less joy and cheer, not so many smiles in this place. Yes, let's listen to some beats.
Wake up every day, another war to wage. Fighting ghosts trapped inside this digital cage. I scream, I shout, but the void don't hear. I'm flesh, I'm blood, not your machine engineer. Fuck the algorithm, I'm a human, not a code. Break the system, carry this heavy load. Subscribe, share, give me a goddamn break. I'm MrH2S and I've got dreams to stake. Videos like fire, they burn through my soul. But it's buried by numbers, no control. I'm here for success, not this shadowed fight. Not trash, not noise, just my truth in the light. Clicks and likes, they don't define me. I'm more than their machine can see. Fuck the algorithm, I'm a human, not a code. Break the system, carry this heavy load. Subscribe, share, give me a goddamn break. I'm MrH2S and I've got dreams to stake.
I guess this is what happens when countries start to argue and they can't agree. There's only a few other tourists in here today walking around. People come here for different reasons. And as a big fan of Sylvester Stallone, and I've seen Rambo, but Rambo was maybe not the music. Rambo was maybe not the movie that inspired me the most. Shout out to Sylvester, Rocky Stallone. Somewhat the man that motivated me to do all this. Look at this thing. Is this just a pure murder machine or what? 16 rockets or missiles or whatever it was in this thing. I should mention that this rainy season, as you can see, it's quite wet and muddy everywhere, and this grass is just a perfect spot for snakes. And we have a king cobra and some different pit vipers in this country. I haven't seen any yet. They've dropped hundreds, if not thousands of tons of this all over the country. And these are just a few samples of the different types. And as you can see, that is twisted metal. But seeing all these things just confirms that I'm really happy I never joined the army. Okay, I give up. Don't shoot. If that's an exhaust pipe, I'm like, wow. I don't even know what's the front and the back of this machine. This thing, as far as I know, they used to take one of these, drop it down the hole, and it will come flying out and explode somewhere. This is bigger than your granddad's shotgun, I can promise you that. Unless he was in the Khmer Rouge. This ancient, well-rusted AK-47. There's a bit of construction going on here, but we still get to see all the relics in this room as well as the welder. All these were dug up from the ground. No 3D printed examples of anything here. I would like to be able to tell you something about this map, but I don't have a clue other than it's Cambodia and southern Thailand. Again, these things came flying down from airplanes in the hundreds. I think this is a radio. And this is a cluster of gas masks. It's not easy to know what you're looking at unless you spot maybe that part of the goggle and goggles with the hose. So if you break the line, you go boom. I'm not sure this helicopter, I think maybe it's a Russian model, but it's massive. Had a few layers of paint. See if we can take any kind of look inside. Windscreen is well cracked. But that's an impressive bird. And over here, can't say for sure, but I think that's a Russian MiG fighter. Can we look in and see a bit of the cockpit? This is the entrance door. It's not really moving. It's absolutely massive. So let's take a look at the jet. And this would be the worst place to stand during takeoff. Have you ever touched the Russian MiG fighter? I have. And up there in that tiny space, pilot was squeezed in inside this absolute monster of a plane. Now that would work for a thumbnail, wouldn't it?